World Wide West, Retired, the channel that encourages men to live better lives by walking, exercising, eating better, and enjoying life from all over the world. Today, we want to encourage you to come along with us as we discuss today's topic. How you living?
So now that I have finished my military training at Fort Lee, Virginia, is what it was called at the time, I'm heading back to Washington, D.C. I've got the girlfriend, I'm trying to figure things out. I'm back into that grind of working and working and working and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Have not gone back to school at all. It's 91, I think, and I hadn't finished up my degree. So now I'm still trying to figure this thing out. I know I need to finish my degree. And my girlfriend at the time, she was saying, hey, go back to school, man. Go back to school. Take these classes. Well, there wasn't necessarily a night program for me. The classes that I needed to take were during the day. So I figured that piece out. But I'm working. I'm doing all types of jobs, just trying to make ends meet. So finally, in the fall of '91, go back and I say, hey, I tell my boss, wherever I was working at the time, I say, hey, can you work with me? Can you help me where on these particular days, can I come in later so that I can go take these classes? And thank God that he did. He said, yes, I'll talk to the CFO and I'll tell the CFO that I'm in agreement with you finishing up your schooling, your classes, and we'll allow you to do that. So thank God for him. Guy Floyd Lumpkin, I think was his name, and he allowed me to do that. And he said, go to school. So I go back, I take some classes, I knock out some more classes. But remember, my GPA is in such a bad shape at this point. Now I've got to take more than just, 5 classes to finish. I've got to do extremely well to get this GPA back up and going. So that's what I do. Go to work, a couple days here, there, work in the evenings in some places, take on a second job, and I'm going to school at the same time. And I got a girlfriend. Yeah. So she really got the short end of the stick because she really didn't see me. But she encouraged me. She stuck with me. She told me, hey, you can do this. Thank God for her. Now she's my wife and we've been married for over 30 years. So she saw something in me, somebody to support me, to help me to do better and to live longer and live stronger. So I thank God for her. So finally, we're at a point in our lives where we were uh, still struggling. Not nothing fancy. We're still struggling. I got the little Ford Escort. I've got, I'm still hustling, but I'm about 2 classes, 3 classes away from graduating. GPA looks better. So in '92, I go back, and finally, uh, I was able to finish up school. I was able to finish up school. Now remember, I said I stopped in '88, didn't do anything in '89, started back up in '90, '91, '92. So it took me 3 more years just to take one class here, one class there. I did what I could because, again, I got to pay tuition, and tuition will increase every year. So it took some time for me to get there. So, all that being said, I finally had reached a point in my life where by '92, I was ready to graduate. Now, God knows, I wish I was with my class back in '88 and being able to do that. But by '92, I've graduated. I finished school in December of '92 at Howard and got my degree. But a lot of my friends that, they had already moved on, college friends that I had, they had already graduated and moved on. Some in law school, some did other professional schools, some out working, some veterinarian school. They had already moved on. And I was kind of the dude that, hey man, you the country dude from Indiana, uh, came to the big city, and the big city took over, didn't allow you to really, you couldn't be successful in the big city. But I go back to my formative years in Indianapolis, the teachers and coaches that I had that talked about uh, being strong mentally and physically, the grit, the grind, not to quit. And that stuck with me. I wasn't going to quit. I was going to finish and get my degree from Howard University, which is what I did. I continued on, got my degree, and wasn't pretty. You know how you get the Magnum Cum Laude? I was just a thank Lordy. I finished this dang on degree and this is over with. I've done with it. So I was happy that I had encouragement, I had support. Now my wife telling me to go back to school and finish this thing up and get it over with. Let's get it over with. And she said, I'm tired of hearing you talk about you need to get your degree. Go back to school, get your degree, and let's finish.